Our overall plan for the corporation is called Target Zero, and each of the divisions of Dole is tasked with coming up with their own plan to attack injuries. And we have some internal competition among our divisions. Ours, we decided to go with a take on football. I watch a lot of sports, and I see those beer commercials. Does everybody remember the the More Taste League? Miller Lite, the More Taste League. They had the commissioner, and it was pretty funny. Anyway, I decided we're going to call ours the No Injuries League. So this is our logo, and we decided that you have to have total employee involvement to make a safety program work, and it has to start at the top. So if you remember the commercials, they had the commish, and our commish is our plant manager. We patterned this all after football. So we have the commish, we have our CFO, I'm the league manager, Lisa's the league officer. Even our nurse who works in our building, she's our trainer. We've given everybody in the entire plant a role in the safety program. What we saw in the past was the same people working on safety every year, and it was a certain group. They did a good job, but we didn't involve everyone. So this is how we decided to get everyone involved. The No Injuries League, our mission is total employee involvement and to attack what we call loss data analysis. This is data we get from our corporate office. They track our injury trends. I'm sure at your place you can do the same thing. No matter how big or how small, you can look over your last year, your past trends, and get a feeling for are you seeing injuries in certain areas of your building, or are you seeing certain kinds of injuries? And then thirdly, an essential part of our program is ensuring OSHA compliance. So we came up with teams, and we gave them their assigned loss data analysis trend to attack. For instance, if you see down below, these are actual injury categories that we had at Dole. Lacerations, contusions, what we call struck by, slips, trips, and falls, strains, pains, or crushing injuries. So we came up with the names for our football teams: the cutters, the bruisers, the strikers, the knockdowns, the heavy lifters, the house of pain, and the crushers. We have a representative from the crushers here, Heather, and she's going to talk later about what her team has done. And we gave them a goal, which was to eliminate their loss data analysis trend within the plant. We came up with owners for the teams, and these are just people that work at Dole, and they are managers and supervisors. And we knew we needed to get all of our leadership team involved in this project. So these are the managers of the different teams. We actually came up with an organization chart so that everybody could see their role in the league, starting with the commish, going down through coaches, owners, assistant coaches, and so forth. Okay. Here's how we broke down our teams, and we run 24 hours a day operations. So we have first, second, and third shift. We divided you can see we divided the areas that we have. Trimmers are folks that are trimming lettuce. They're using knives. There's a lot of ergonomic issues there. We have packers in QA. People that make boxes. You can see all the different areas, and then we assign them their different teams. We list the coaches, the assistant coaches, their advisors, and their owners, so everybody sees what their role is. we actually have a rules committee, and the rules committee decides how the points are going to be distributed. This is a competition for these teams, and so we came up with what we call the rules committee. The rules committee meets every period. A period in our organization is roughly monthly, and the rules committee looks at what the teams have accomplished and actually doles out points, like in football. 7 points for a touchdown, 3 points for a field goal. I'll get into that, but it kind of makes it fun. Okay, here are the mandatory components for the teams. The owners, who are the supervisors and managers, must do their compliance. And if they don't do their compliance activities, their team actually gets penalized. So there's actually penalties like in football. They have to, an essential part of each team is to attack their loss data analysis trend. And lastly, we put a high premium on total employee involvement. So when the rules committee meets, if a team has involved all of their hourly employees or has an hourly employee present a project, we give them extra points. We reward them for that. Again, the players, we have a players association, that's our safety committee, 7 teams, and the rules committee is the one that assigns the points. And here's how the point system works. We give positive points for achievements that the team comes up with, loosely based on football scoring. They also have negative points. Just like in football, you can be penalized. So a recordable, an OSHA recordable, is a defensive error and would cost the team 2 touchdowns or 14 points. And what we call an incident will cost a touchdown or 7 points, and a near miss 3 points. Conversely, the teams can go on the offense, which of course is what we want, and score points with positive projects. We also had a slogan contest, and the teams came up with their own logos for their team and their own slogans. The rules committee gives bonus points for if the team comes up with an effective program that attacks their loss data analysis trend. If they have an all-employee program, we give them extra points. We also wanted to encourage, even though this is competition, we wanted to encourage cooperation. So if a team reaches out to another team and helps them, we give them points. Okay? We didn't want it to be so competitive that they were only looking out for themselves. So we'll give them extra points. So the cutters might work with the crushers, or the heavy lifters might work with the house of pain, and they get extra points for that. Our season is a year-long season, and it's going to culminate in what we're going to call the Super Bowl at the end. It'll be like a Super Bowl competition, and we're going to have a Super Bowl banquet for the winning team. And we're going to invite the media, and so we're going to make it a fun thing, like the Super Bowl, like an extravaganza. These are the compliance parts of it. We didn't want to lose focus on that. So this is what the owners of the team, who are our supervisors, they have to do their tailgates. We call them tailgates. Basically, it's getting their individual group together and just talking about safety or reviewing an accident, that sort of thing. Daily and weekly inspections, accident investigations, safety committee meetings, and audits. We actually involve these hourly employees and have them walk around and audit other departments. This is how we track the safety compliance with our matrix, basically. And so we know, we keep track of what each supervisor has accomplished, and we have to report that to our corporate headquarters. We have a safety calendar in order to just kind of keep track of our, what we're doing throughout the year.